Let's talk about some movers as we head to the opening bell. We're watching shares of Coinbase jumping almost 10% this morning after the crypto trading platform reported a big beat on earnings. It attributed that in part to its cost-cutting implementation. Of course, it has cut jobs this year, has cut some other costs in what has been a challenged not just trading environment for crypto, but also, of course, regulatory environment. The company back in March receiving a letter from the SEC about, operations because the SEC has been scrutinizing crypto trading more broadly. So this was sort of welcome for investors in this company.
Yeah, supreme year of efficiency vibes that we've heard from Coinbase for an extended period of time here. But you think about what they also had to say on the earnings call about bank failures and kind of marrying the two together, or at least juxtaposing what's taken place within the crypto landscape when you saw mid-March crypto largely just spike after some of the bank failures started to come forward, SVP, Silvergate, and so forth. As you saw that take place, you also saw this movement within Bitcoin and a rise that really has kind of sustained itself, at least kept it around this 27,000, 28,000 level, just shy of 29,000, as you're seeing there on the screen. And they touched on that in the call, touching briefly on bank failures in Q1. They maintained operational and risk excellence, they said, throughout the banking turbulence, saying that they also experienced no loss of corporate or customer funds and largely maintained business as usual operations, which was a gleeful way to say that, hey, the crypto landscape is an option for those of you that are not confident in banks. And so I looked at that as them kind of, being somewhat glib and trying to capture that opportunity.
Yeah, but I would argue that's.
It's exactly what that was.
Yeah, it was the
yeah.
The other thing to keep in mind for Coinbase, and this happened yesterday morning, a U.S. court said that the Securities and Exchange Commission now has to respond within 10 days to Coinbase asking for more clarification on securities law and how it applies to the company. So I guess that clock started ticking yesterday. Okay. And then after that, Coinbase has something like 7 days to reply. So that's something that investors in the company and crypto investors more broadly are closely watching. There's a lot of chatter around that. The stock fell yesterday, though, I believe, before the increase that we're seeing today.
Well, I mean, it's been an industry that's been looking for any type of regulation it can get, especially in the face of some of its largest kind of band-aids that it's needed to put over sentiment. You think back to SBF and what took place with FTX, and then even further back, you can look back to some of the algorithmic stablecoins that collapsed last year. And so there's been a major hit to confidence in crypto as a whole. So now, as the industry is looking for the regulators to not just add more validity, but add more opportunity for utilization of these coins, that's really what the growth and adoption still is going to hinge largely on. Where can you spend a lot of the crypto that you're holding in your wallet?
Right.
Besides it just being held as this digital gold is.
Speculatory, is that a word?
Speculative, yeah.
Speculative, thank you.
Something like
Asset. Yeah, exactly. And by the way, the stock went up a little bit yesterday. It was down the day before. So misread the numbers there.